Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jared Genesis here. So for for all the haters complaining about me wearing the same thing every day, guess what? I put on a sweater and I got my Cat in the Hat epic little, what do you call it? What do you call these things again? Beanies? I don't know if this is a beanie, some kind of thing. Anyways, epic. I got this at Spencer's a few years back, but uh, OCD there. So this video is basically a philosophy kind of video, just me stating my thoughts. I wanted to talk about Charlie Manson. The funny thing about some serial killers is they become like celebrities in a way. Now, I don't really consider Charlie Manson a serial killer. Really, I think it's debatable that he even killed anyone or had anyone killed, but you can't help but find him fascinating. And if you watch interviews of him, you can't hate the guy. There's just something about him that's very entertaining. He reminds me of George Bush Jr. Kind of funny dude. But really, I'll give him credit. I think he's more intelligent than people think. Now, look, I know some of you guys are going to be saying like, "Oh, you're siding with the crazy person, crazy Jared Genesis, crazy boy, he's a serial killer. He killed Trix the Rabbit and, that Lucky Charms guy." Anyways, forgive that corny joke, but no, but seriously, if you watch Charlie Manson interviews, he was a red pillar. Like you can tell he was red pill by the stuff that he's saying, and he knew about what was going on way before most people did in terms of like the government and he said that World War II really has never even stopped, and in a way he's kind of right. So he really wasn't as stupid as you might think. But whether or not he was, in charge of those two girls' deaths, look, man, I really can't say for sure. I mean, I'd like to think that he wasn't, but I don't know. But I do know this. He was, in fact, a product of the MKUltra mind control. He was, a lot of hippies were put under that. See, people don't know this, but hippies were actually created as an experiment. The government created the hippie scene as a way of experimenting with LSD to see if they could control them through LSD. I know that sounds crazy, but it is actually true if you look it up. And I think Charlie Manson just happened to be one of those people. And as crazy as this sounds, I really believe a lot of these, so-called famous serial killers were actually under CIA mind control of some sort. I believe they were programmed to do the things that they did. And I know it may sound crazy, but that's just what I believe, guys. But again, if you watch that Diane Sawyer interview, that's the one I saw of Charlie Manson. I don't really see evil in him. And look, I know he's got that swastika tattoo on his forehead, and I can understand how that can make someone really second guess the guy, but I don't see evil in that man. What I see is just sort of a lost person. Maybe someone who just doesn't really know what's going on entirely. Yes, sometimes he does sort of ramble incoherently, but I think he does that as a way of sort of just avoiding questions that he feels are rhetorical or just dumb. He's actually, I feel, in a way, sort of brilliant. The way that he handles interviews. He's, I think, a lot smarter than people give him credit for. But look, guys, I understand the dude is definitely different. And I used to think that, the guy was like evil and oh my God. But I think as a society, we sort of make judgments easily, especially on famous people. I think that Charlie Manson was just, unfortunately, a victim of the 60s. A lot of people were victims back then. LSD was a drug created by the government, by the CIA. But the truth of the matter is, I liked a lot of music from the 60s. Like, I liked a lot of stuff from the 60s. I think that it wasn't entirely a bad generation. Yes, you did have some weird, messed up hippies who were Satanists and who followed people like Charles Manson. But again, I believe those were the people who were under some kind of mind control. Listen, guys, I know some of you watching this are probably just laughing, seeing me talk about CIA mind control with a Dr. Seuss hat and, stuff like that. But really, if you look into it, you'll see everything I'm saying is truth. And really, I want you guys to watch a Charlie Manson video. I'm actually going to link one in the description. I'll link the one with Diane Sawyer, but he was also on Geraldo. What is that guy's name? Geraldo Rivera, that one talk show host. Pretty intelligent guy. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. God bless. I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving, and I'll see you next time. Peace.